work? All right, now we're live. 2-2. Okay, good. All right. What up, YouTube? We are live. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And I was sending this email to Mr. D'Souza. He's on his email right now. It's all good. Yeah, again, for you guys who are tuning in, what up, YouTube? Hey, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions for Matt or Dinesh that you would like asked. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. There we go. Eventually, this event will be available for free, but I hope you guys can pitch in and engage in the live stream, which will be on March 1st. It'll be happening in real time, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time, New York City time. And yeah, let me know what questions. I'll pull a few questions from the online audience to ask, as well as there will be a live Q&A going on as well. All right. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll just share this link on Facebook. There we go. I'm planning on being live for a little while here. Questions for Matt or Dinesh? Can you hear me there, Warren? I'm just double checking. I'm using my podcast mic today. I usually have my headset on, but yeah. Okay, good. I'm gonna raise this a little bit. It's probably pretty good, but oh, okay. Awesome. I gotta close some windows here. This is insane. I'm gonna try the. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook Live. It's being a bastard. Warren Abayon asks, you an atheist? Yes, I am. I think it's the most rational position. All of the God propositions claiming that God exists haven't met their burden of proof. So if you're being logically consistent, you should be an atheist. Unless you have evidence to present, then please bring it to the table. There is an instant Nobel Prize to be awarded if you can prove the existence of God. Doing a bit of work while I'm chatting with you guys. Warren Abayon says, okay, the feelings are mutual. Been watching videos of Matt for a while, which leads me here. Awesome. Jack Burton says, I can prove God exists. Search Motorhead on YouTube. Duh. Nice. I was going to have some music. You know what? If I close this, is it going to stop the live stream? That's the question I have. That's my ultimate question. Probably not. Tiago Rodriguez question: do you agree that convincing agnostics that atheism is the most rational position is also extremely important for society? Well, people get these concepts confused all the time. Gnosticism and agnosticism deals with what we know or what we claim to know, and theism and atheism deals with belief. So people just need to be given some clarification on the difference of those terms. You're not just an agnostic or you're not just an atheist. You're either a Gnostic atheist or an agnostic atheist. So if someone doesn't believe in the existence of a God, or if they haven't been convinced in the existence of a God based on lack of evidence, or it's just not there, the arguments aren't there, then you are by default an atheist. Jordan Peterson is an atheist because he believes in the idea of a metaphorical God. He's an atheist. It's kind of like he's a ghost theistic atheist or something. I don't know what you would call that. David Evans says, very much looking forward to this debate. Awesome sauce. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I have to keep saying this. This is a dream debate of mine. I don't think people realize how big of a moment this is, I think, for the war of ideas, because Dinesh is incredibly influential, and Matt's become a lot more influential than he was a few years ago. And so there's going to be a lot of people taking in this content, whether it's the day of or 4 months later. It's like this is an election year, and I think this conversation is going to take on some serious legs around the internet. So a lot of people are going to take this in, and the arguments are going to matter to people in this conversation. Jack Burton says, agnostics are atheists unless you can find me an agnostic who believes in God. Yeah, I mean, I guess someone could be that. But I mean, you need to be, I don't think it's logically consistent, because you need to be convinced of your beliefs. You don't just choose your beliefs, you become convinced of believing that thing to be the case. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if someone has to be able to identify, like if they say they believe in a God, even if they say the God is energy, that can still classify as a theistic belief. But it wouldn't be considered a classical theistic belief necessarily, or deistic. Some people are messaging me. They're like, "Do you see some of these tweets?" I'm like, "No." If someone's a troll, they get blocked, and I don't see their tweets. Jack Burton says agnosticism equals sitting on a fence that doesn't exist. Yes, with a post up your ass that does not exist. Shadow Walker 976 says, "What's your thoughts on the Amish?" You got to be more specific. Like, are we talking fashion trends? Ideologically, don't the Amish deny their children a lot of medical necessities? David Evans says agnostic theists can believe in any god, but do not claim they know he exists. Yeah, you're right. Tiago Rodriguez says, I was saying this just because people like Neil deGrasse Tyson or Carl Sagan don't like the word atheism because they suggest that atheism means being sure God doesn't exist. Yeah, that's just a failure to understand the concept. Like, the fact that someone as smart as Neil deGrasse Tyson can say that without even looking into what actual atheists are saying they mean when they say atheist is just the utmost stupidity in that line of thinking. Like, how could you not, if you know you're going to be talking about that, or you know it's going to be a question that comes up, how could you not research what atheist figures say and mean when they say I'm an atheist? Like, find me an atheist out there that's actually, there are Gnostic atheists, and what I will say is that I'm not going to say no with 100% certainty that no gods exist, but I'm as certain that no gods exist as I am that or at least the way that they've been proposed so far, that this glass has water in it. I'm that certain. And just like I am certain there are no flying blue whales on our planet. Now, am I 100% certain? No, but I am almost certain. Okay. Oh yeah, and if any of you guys want to follow me on Instagram, like, I don't think many of my followers are on Instagram, but I'm at the Pangburn on Instagram. You'll see my ugly mug. Let's see how many times I burp into the mic. You know what? People on Twitter, I'm just going to send a quick text. This might shut down the live stream. I'm not sure. Maybe it did. Oh, I think it did. Okay, I don't need to hold that up anymore. I just need to get this. What the hell? Yeah, I know technology. I want to text this to Dinesh. Okay, he'll retweet that one. So let me just start this up again. Periscope. Oh, now I have to copy that other title. I'll be with you guys in just a second. I didn't want to type this whole thing out again. Copy. Okay, let's go Twitter. What else can I turn on here? Probably Facebook I could. All right. Back live on Twitter. Back live on the Twit. Yeah, I hope you guys will join us for the live stream. Live stream March 1st. It's coming up. Matt Dillahunty versus Dinesh D'Souza. I will be there. Hanging out. Tiago Rodriguez says, by the way, today I'm proud of my country because Portugal is finally going to allow euthanasia despite all the Catholic protests. Yeah, I mean, this should be an option. It's like people should not have to jump off bridges, shoot themselves in the head. Like, it's like this should be a human right to be able to peacefully, or as peacefully as possible, end your own life if you decide to. Yeah. So I'm just basically hanging out. The headlines of these messages going out are just to help promote the event on March 1st. And if you guys have any questions you want to ask Matt Dillahunty or Dinesh D'Souza, put them in the comments section. And just put like for Matt or for Dinesh before it. Or you can put for both, because I'll go through these again just before the event. And try to think of some questions that you haven't necessarily heard them address yet. And keep it short, very short. If it's this long drawn out thing that includes your life thesis, it's not going to make it. But yeah, I definitely scraped the bottom of the barrel to make this event go forward for sure. So any support we can get on the live stream or live, buy a live ticket and come to the event, that would be awesome. And you can find out more information, everything at pang-burn.com, pang-burn.com, pang-burn.com. Doing a little bit of work as I talk to you guys. Got a bunch of emails I got to get to. Motorhead. Forge Not Cast says, what will be the topic and format of the debate? Will it be opening statement, cross-examine, closing statement, Q&A? Nope. This will be a discussion, same layout as Matt Dillahunty versus Jordan Peterson. It's just going to be a discussion, one-on-one, unmoderated, no format. I think this idea, this whole debate format thing is a thing of the past. I don't think it gets to the best exchange of ideas, and I don't think it's the best way to engage in the war of ideas. So, yeah, so it'll be unmoderated. The topics that they don't necessarily have to stick to, but the main topics of discussion is are God and Trump, and then kind of finishing off with what is the best foot forward for America. And yeah, so obviously both of these guys will have a lot to say on Trump and on God. I feel like I'm getting a bit of a cold. I hope not. Yeah, if anyone wants to hang out, I'll probably be downtown Manhattan in the afternoon on the 29th and in the morning on the 1st. Probably going to be trying to sling some tickets out there, get some people interested in the event who are just visiting or checking out, doing the tourist thing. Do-do-do. Okay. You guys can also just use this as some time for a quick AMA as well. If you guys have any questions for me, I wish I could get the Facebook live stream up and running, but that's okay. Send a reminder. One week away. If you wonder why I'm looking around why I'm going like this, I'm looking around my phone because I have my phone set up at a level that's not like too low for Twitter. I'm probably going to do this later too because most people are at work. But make sure you guys share this stuff around. Again, I'm going to be in New York City for the event on March 1st. And yeah, we are going to be doing a professional video of the event as well as live streaming it. All the info is at pang-burn.com. Diego Rodriguez says, I think one issue people often don't talk enough is the teaching of critical thinking in schools, because intelligence and the ability of critical thinking seem to be very correlated. Yeah, I mean, I think it can be focused, like critical thinking is kind of it's very general. I think skepticism is the main thing that needs to be focused on. Like, I think to some level, critical thinking is talked about in the science classroom, but it's kind of glossed over. I think skepticism should be in the curriculum from kindergarten all the way through grade 12, all the way through through school. There should be some levels and some lessons, because I think skepticism is actually the tool that protects people from becoming victimized. It actually stops victimizers in their tracks if people are applying skepticism to what's happening to them in their life, their emotional circumstances. It's actually the foolproof tool to save children and other people from becoming victims. So that's good. But what it also does is it eradicates delusion from your worldview. Or ignorance, if you're engaging in ignorance, or you have delusional belief systems, if you're engaging in skepticism without any bias, it should create a knowledge base that is based on reason, based on evidence, based on science. And I think that is the way human beings are moving towards anyway, because just we are becoming less delusional. It's just we can see people are being more skeptical. It's just going to take us a while to get there. But I think we could eliminate more victims and of delusion, and if we just started implementing this now. But obviously making huge cultural changes isn't it's not an easy thing. Samo Estina says, what would be the topic, sir? Dillahunty and D'Souza are going to be talking about God and Trump, and also the best foot forward for America. So those are the governing topics. But they it's weird. But they will be they're not necessarily melded to that. If something interesting comes up that they care to dive into, it's an open discussion. So that's the way I prefer to set up these discussions. But yeah, it's nice to see we're still selling tickets for the event. So we did have to reschedule this event. So I'm sure there's a lot of people just holding on to their wallets just to make sure that that it's definitely going to happen this time, because of course that can be annoying. But yeah, we are full head of steam on this one, all in. Even if something was to happen to me, I couldn't make it there or whatever, this event would happen. Oh, I've been working out a lot lately, really watching my calorie intake. Tiago Rodriguez says, do you usually do events in the UK too? Yeah, I've done a few events in the UK. Love coming over there, and there will be more in the future. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if I'll ever be doing so many events in the same year as I was before, but definitely to the scale I was doing before, for sure. But there's it all depends on what the zeitgeist of the war of ideas is, and I just have to always make sure I can adapt the model to what's going on. So okay, great, that's good. I'm just checking through all of the friggin' Facebook notifications right now. Too many. If you guys aren't subscribed yet on YouTube, youtube.com/pangburn, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We create new content every week. Essentially everything we do can also be found at our website, pang-burn.com. And again, these, let's see. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think I'm going to leave the live streams at that for right now. I'll be on later to do basically the same thing. Yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this event. I hope that you guys engage in the live stream. I know that many of you have cried out to make sure live streams are available for these events. And I hope it proves to be, a worthwhile investment to make that happen. If not, maybe the live streams will be something we won't do, but I wanted to give it a chance for sure. And I think this is a colorful enough event to really be a good litmus test to whether the live streams are wanted. So I hope you guys engage in it. And I hope if you can get to New York City, join me and join us on March 1st at the Town Hall Theater. It'll be Dinesh D'Souza versus Matt Dillahunty. So rock and roll. Thank you guys who tuned in for this. And if you're seeing this later, thank you as well. Again, if you have any questions for Matt or Dinesh, leave them in the comment section and I will be going through it before the event. And as always, let art and science inspire. Thanks, guys.